So this is level 3813, and I'm going to try to be a little bit less long-winded. It looks like Sandy and Tyrone are way in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Okay, immediately I can see that I can make a bomb with my yellows. Where I want to put it is another thing altogether. You know what? There might be different schools of thought on that, but I'm going to go right there. I have no idea or reason why I put that in the center. Basically, right now, I'm just tapping on the left to try to get rid of some of those. If I get rid of some of the washing machines on the left, I'll have more area to work with. Now, you only have to tap the same spot on one of these big metal things 5 times in order to get it to go away. So your best bet is to try to tap the exact same spot 5 times. Right now, if I tap the blue, the double reds where I've already hit it once will be gone. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to tap the reds, okay? Then when I tap the blues, it'll hit it again and hit my washing machine, and the greens will fall so that it'll do the same thing as the blues. When I tap it again, the greens will hit the big metal block and the washing machine again. Okay, now the last one I didn't get so lucky. However, you might think that if I use my bomb right now, it's going to be a waste of a good bomb. Actually, I'm going to try one thing before I do use my bomb. I have 25 moves left. I'm going to try to get rid of those greens and hopefully get 5 reds. If I do in one shot, nuts, I didn't. Oh, well, okay. At least okay, I don't have to use my bomb to get rid of the big cement block now. I'll use the blue. Let's see what I can line up now. With this big, huge spot, I'm not going to focus on hitting the washing machines or the globes, especially not hitting the bubbles. A clue on the levels with the washing machines: when you have multiple washing machines, if you focus on the bubbles, you're just wasting your time, because when you hit the washing machine next to it, it'll make bubbles right on top of the other bubbles you have, and you'll end up hitting, you end up having to duplicate your work, because some of the squares that you took bubbles off of, they reform bubbles, okay? So I'm just going to try to work on putting colors together and forming disco balls. So right now I can make a blue disco ball, and I'm going to try to put it right here next to my bomb. And I did that because I have some yellows working together for me on the left and on the right. If I get rid of the blue, oh, I thought I'd have to get rid of the blue and those 2 greens, but I only had to get rid of the blue. I'm going to go ahead and hit the yellow, make the disco ball, and when I hit the double disco ball, it will hit everything. Okay. What's my best bet here? If I hit the blues, get one more yellow together. Hit the blues on the right. Oops! I wasn't looking, and I hit something that I wasn't intending to hit, but it worked out. I don't even know what I did hit. Okay, so I've got a disco ball. I'm going to make that one. In the case of these washing machines, I actually think a disco ball with rockets is my best bet, because rockets are going to hit these washing machines multiple times. So I'm not as worried about hitting everything once as I am worried about hitting things multiple times. So what is my quickest route to a disco ball rocket? Get rid of the yellows. Okay, if I get rid of these blues and too many reds fall, I'm going to end up with disco, but that's a... All right, I got a disco again with 8 moves left. That's really not what I'm looking for. Nuts. All right, well, maybe I can do this. Actually, you know what? These 3 greens in the middle, or the 4 greens in the middle that are up against the washing machines, if I tap that section, it will hit each washing machine one time. So that's worth it to me. It'll explode one washing machine and it'll get the other 2 going further. It's only because I could hit 3 washing machines that I hit that instead of the double disco ball. So I'll do the double disco ball. Now I am in a little bit of trouble. I only have 5 moves left. I want to keep as many blues together as possible. I feel like if I hit the double blues that are in the middle, those 2 greens will be at the very bottom. And a lot of those blues will line up with the 2 blues that are on the left-hand side, second row up. So let's try that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, if I take out this middle washing machine, I'm really not seeing a way to win this without continuing. Okay, if I hit these yellows, yeah, there's no way to do this without doing a continue. So I'm going to make my disco ball. I'm going to make a second disco ball here when I play on. So if you happen to have 100 coins, man, I needed 2 more moves. Although there's a lot of space in this one, I really think this is doable without using a continue. I just didn't want to mess with it. We're in the team tournament, and I've got enough coins to not have to worry about it. Okay. So that was level 38. Come on, Cooper Cat. Level 38, 13. Oh, and the other thing is, so the 3 stars, I always try to get as many stars as I can. If I get to the end of a level and I end up with a couple different ways to take out the level, I don't necessarily take it out as fast as I can. If I could easily make 2 disco balls and get a lot, when you make 2 disco balls together, you get a huge jump in that bar at the top toward getting 3 stars. And so you want to try to get as many points as you can with the moves you have. So especially when you get to easier levels, don't take it out necessarily as fast as you can. Take it out, I don't want to say as fancy as you can, but using as many combos, especially disco ball combos, as you can, because that gives you a lot of extra stars. All right, that was just an extra helpful hint, sorry. So this one's not going to be quite as good as another one because I did use a continue.